It's Pretty Boy Laker with the NBA recap of last night's games on May 1st. You can follow me at Twitter, Pretty Boy Laker, on YouTube, Pretty Boy Laker, and IG, and back on Snap as well. For your latest NBA content, watch the video, comment, subscribe, like, do whatever you want. But last night it was two games on. Cavs versus Raptors, round 2, and Warriors versus Pelicans. The first game I got to get to is it's going to be the Cavs and Raptors, because you know that game right there did say a lot, and what you're going to have a lot of people do is question Toronto, and they did lose in overtime. It's just King James, and surprisingly, this game you had production from his supporting cast. He had a triple-double, but his supporting cast really stepped up. J.R. Smith, Green, and Tristan Thompson. These guys, Cal Korver, these guys came in, was hitting, it was making shots. Now, they was down. Toronto jumped to a lead and was holding the lead. The crowd was in it. They was involved. Your boy Drake there, the new Spike Lee, because I think he pumps his team up a little too much because he has a social media and a following, and I think Drake's presence alone at times, from just watching it, kind of overshadows it, and to people who want to get a legit excuse that, well, they lost because of Drake. No, they lost because they lost the game. The players could give two you-know-whats about what Drake doing, whatever. They respect him as a fan and like that he comes in, he's ambassador of the team, and he does, a lot to, try to bring fans in, and, but the Raptors crowd has always been the Raptors crowd, regardless. Before Drake even they always had great showings, because no matter what people say, that the fans in Toronto loves their team. But in the arena, just watching a game, it was like people say, oh, don't tell me this stuff is gonna happen again. LeBron James is gonna be our roadblock to prosperity after the overtime win. And I'm not saying it isn't. I did pick the Raptors to beat them in 6 games because I think the Cavs, for the most part, is not expected to do anything. And right now, they're underdogs. I don't go what the analysts say. They're talking about past stuff. No. You look at it, they are underdogs. And they're supposed to be, because they are underdogs. That's how seeders don't think, but they are. They're the underdogs. They're not the better team. They may have the best player, but they're not the better team. You know what I'm saying? They're not the better team. That's like when Jordan was going up against the Pistons, in those late 80s. Yes, he clearly was a better player than Isaiah Thomas and the guys there, but the Pistons was a more constructed unit to win the game. Jordan will get his, but the key was to do your best to shut these other people down. I'm not going to compare the Pistons, but sometimes better teams when there's a bigger disparity on the way they're playing, will most likely get the job done over the best player who has a tremendous workload on them, especially in that first round. So I just think they'll beat them in 6. But last night, you could feel it. The crowd was like, oh my God. Against overtime, we had so many chances to win the game, and then this happens. We lose. What is that saying? LeBron James post conference talking about, yeah, we were tired, they had us where we want us, and it was almost cocky to the point where it's like, we were tired. We wasn't thinking about that, man. I said in the previous, after Game 7 in Indiana, I want to go home. I'm tired, I want to go home. Now he comes in. Team is fired up, ready. Won a Game 7. Come in, still Game 1. Seen this plenty of times. Not saying they had so much rest. I mean, they beat the Wizards in 6, but they didn't really have too much rest. It's not like they swept the Wizards and was waiting. No. They had a few days and they came in. But that being said, LeBron and the Cavs get the win. Still Game 1, up 1-0. Incredible. Incredible performance by the team. I got big doubts about the rest of the roster. Lowry and DeRozan, was doing some, but the bench was really helped them, and Dwayne Casey was really playing his bench, and the bench for the most part was doing what they had to do. Van Fleet and these guys, they was out there. They was producing, and Siakam and these guys. It's he's sticking to what he's supposed to stick to, because if it goes back to what it was before, you're not going to get it done. Just keep sticking to what's been working. Because I told people, the Raptors need to beat the Cavs and need to get to the finals. Because this is going to be the make or break it for them. Meaning, they're the top seed, and a lot of people are expecting them to go to the finals to beat either Philly or Boston. No matter what people do with their adoration of what's happening in Philadelphia with Simmons and Embiid, but I think this is their only shot, because you got to look at it. Next season, Philadelphia is just going to get but just better. Toronto most likely will stay the same or stay a notch below. And you still got Boston with Kyrie and Gordon Hayward coming back. It's not telling on what they're gonna, what this team is gonna do. So I say this is their biggest opportunity right now to get to the finals. No matter what, just get there. And if you could, not saying you could go out there and win a championship, but just get there, because getting to the finals will mean so much to the franchise and especially the players. But I know people play to win the championship, but I think getting there will say a lot on what it meant for the fans and things like that. Second game I got to get to. I got to get to the other game. Golden State versus the Pelicans. Steph Curry coming back. First game back. Coming off the bench, scored 28 points. He was sensational. Kevin Durant, leading the way. Draymond, he's just a rebound assist machine, running the offense. But the Pelicans, they played. They didn't play too much of their bench. They was kind of riding out the starters a lot. They shortened up the bench. The game was close. It was just, the pace of that game said a lot to me, because The Pelicans play at a real high pace, with Mirotic and Rondo running and AD filling the lane with Holiday on the wing. These guys play well. I'm not saying the Warriors felt tired, but the Warriors' pace slowed down, especially when they had it, compared to what the Pelicans do. And I don't go by the analytics and the numbers. I don't know, maybe one of these guys, one of the block boys, will say something to me. But just watching it from a naked eye view, I said, okay, it looked like their pace and the way they're playing is a little more crisper than what the Warriors is doing. And I don't know what Alvin Gentry was doing. They was posting up Kevin Durant over Drew Holiday. And Drew Holiday kept guarding Kevin Durant. And every time he posted up, he would either turn around, shoot, and score, or Mirotic or the double team will come, because that will leave Draymond at the top of the key. Meaning, Draymond, you're going to either want Draymond to shoot that three, which is a real good percentage shot because he makes those shots more than anything, or you have somebody there, Draymond drives by, he makes the skip pass, and I was just saying to myself, okay, you got to throw a different defender out there. I don't really want Holiday being posted up. I want Holiday on the perimeter with those long arms trying to guard those passing lanes. I don't want him being posted up with Kevin Durant, a guy that's 7 feet shooting over the top and making it so effortless. And it's a big question I had about Alvin Gentry. But overall, the Pelicans played a good game. That the Warriors was knocking down shots and their offense looked crisp, but they kind of slowed the pace down because I think the pace is too much. I'm telling you, the pace is too much. Klay Thompson said these guys' pace is tiring. And we'll see when they go to New Orleans for Game 3. Because if they drop Game 3 and they look fatigued, this can be something towards the Warriors just not beating them at 5, but possibly going 6 tough games. And the Warriors don't really need that because 6 games, it's like right now wouldn't be something they want. They want to get this done sooner than later. They get rid of this Pelicans team. Because on that other side, even though I think Utah's second round appearance alone is just very much an overachievement. And I think the team is just happy to be here, even though they did go to second round last year. But the Rockets they're gonna dispatch Utah very quickly and wants to have the rest. And Golden State don't need the Rockets to have rest because their pace is very high as well. So, that being said, it's a pretty boy Laker. Onetake, hashtag one take only, no editing. I don't need to do that crap. I'm not programmed with a script in front of me. You don't got phone numbers in front of my face. I watched the game. I know the game. I played the game. Still play the game. Actually play the game. I don't play the game on 2K. Well, I kind of do play on 2K. Only on franchise mode, baby, because I don't do that internet stuff because exhibition don't matter to me, baby. We got to play franchise mode. You got to build your team, win a championship. Put that money on that line, I got you. But, with that being said, this is Onetake, Pretty Boy Laker, and I'm out.